What's up, future millionaires? It's Mike the Investor. Now in this video, we're going to discuss the recent partnership between the DigiByte Blockchain and LuLu Group International. And so if you have heard of this announcement, but maybe you didn't dive into the details of it, then this video is for you. And so before we dive into it, definitely take advantage of grabbing some free Bitcoin by using the Voyager and BlockFi link down below. But enough talking, let's jump into it. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Now this video is broken down into 4 major parts, so there are timestamps down below if you do want to look at some specific parts in this video. But before we dive into the DigiByte and LuLu Group International Partnership, this video is brought to you by Market Rebellion, a platform that helps you with the fundamentals on technical analysis that'll help us with better buying opportunities and better selling opportunities. So if that sounds good to you, hit the Market Rebellion link down below and you get $25 off your first month when signing up. But enough talking about that. Let's dive into the first part of this video. Alright, crypto investors, first and foremost, I just want to show you the tweet briefly so we can see that DigiCorp Labs did tweet this as well, so we can see this was confirmed, by the DigiByte project. We are proud to announce the DigiCorp is ready for POC, which is proof of concept, with integration of DigiByte blockchain technology for business processes of part of LuLu Group International. And so let's go ahead and move over to the article here. And so here's the headline. As we move on down, we can see that LuLu Group International launches blockchain POC with DigiCorp Labs, and this came out October 15th, 2021. So this is fairly recent news. And so we can see that DigiCorp Labs has chosen as the sole blockchain partner to start a POC first with the 𝗧𝗢𝗡𝗃𝗏𝗏 USA part LuLu Group International. And so the hypermarket giant is set to conduct a proof of concept known as POC with DigiCorp to make DigiByte an active part of its global operations. And so let's go ahead and move down a little bit further. And so it goes on to say that another exciting development for the DigiByte ecosystem, LuLu Group International, a multinational conglomerate company established in 2000, is set to integrate DigiByte and make it an integral part of its processes. Now, the LuLu Group International operates a chain of hypermarkets with more than 50,000 employees and over 215 stores across various geographical locations, including the United States, Europe, as well as Africa. Now it goes on to say that a new established corporation to bridge the gap between blockchain and the corporate enterprise, a proof of concept is being conducted to facilitate the smooth integration of DigiByte technology into the business operations of LuLu Group International. And this is just the tweet that I showed you here briefly. And so this last section here is going to tell us what's going to be implemented first of the DigiByte technology for LuLu Group International businesses. And so it says, for starters, the formidable alliance will start with the integration of DigiByte-based secure identity authentication solutions into the operations of 𝗧𝗢𝗡𝗃𝗏𝗏 USA. And this is the first export distribution center in the United States. And last but not least, it says the secure identity authentication solutions will cover the 100 plus employees of the 𝗧𝗢𝗡𝗃𝗏𝗏 USA, and the team has made it clear that a plethora of secure enterprise solutions powered by DigiByte will also be rolled out in LuLu Group International after this POC, also known as proof of concept. Now, after looking at the details of the partnership between DigiByte and LuLu Group International, you may be saying, Mike, well, what is POC? What is proof of concept? Well, let's take a brief look and go into what is proof of concept, so that way we can all have a better understanding what this actually is. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so according to 101blockchains.com, it says, what is proof of concept blockchain? And so the blockchain proof of concept is a process of determining whether a blockchain project idea can be feasible in a real world situation. Now, this process is necessary to verify that the idea will function as envisioned. Now, the meaning is that it will help you get a clear idea of what you are doing before you even get started. Now, the proof of concept in the blockchain niche isn't for exploring the marketplace for ideas only. You will only work on your possible blockchain solution option and see whether it's capable of being a reality or not. So proof of concept in simplest terms help companies and enterprises cut the learning curve on what will work and what will not. And so this is a very key element, in business today that definitely help things be successful, in the future. Alright, future millionaire, so now that we know the details between DigiByte and LuLu Group International Partnership, as well as what does proof of concept mean for blockchain, let's briefly take a look at a deeper dive into who is LuLu Group International and what business sectors do they operate in. So here's the website for LuLu Group International. As we move down here briefly, we can see here are the business sectors of this conglomerate company: retail, manufacturing and processing, hospitality, distribution, and real estate. And last but not least, if we just go to the About page, we can see LuLu Group has become a key contributor in the Gulf region's economic standing with an annual turnover worth USD 7.4 billion. Now, LuLu Group mainly operates in 22 countries located across the Middle East, Asia, US, and Europe. And so as we can see, just by looking at a couple key things, we can see that this conglomerate company is no small fry. And for this company to choose DigiByte Blockchain, they feel pretty secure about choosing this blockchain because of the technology of the security that DigiByte offers. And so this is why I said when I first started talking about DigiByte, this is not just a payment cryptocurrency. This is also a identity and security protocol project that has so many different use cases that can be used not only by retail investors and consumers, but businesses and governments as well. And so based off of this news, I don't think we're just going to see a moonshot from this news, but this is definitely more positive catalyst to add to the overall DigiByte project, which I think will help increase the price over time, because we have to also remember this has to be rolled out, this has to be implemented, this has to be tried out and everything like that as well before we probably will see a huge upswing based off of this type of news. So I just want to be mindful about that as well. And so one thing I will say about the DigiByte project, it does require more patience than other crypto projects if you're holding DigiByte like myself, but I believe the hold that we are waiting on will be well worth it, when things really start to unfold for this project. Because certain projects that, may be ahead of their time, certain projects that may be going after certain use cases, it also has to wait for that market in that sector and the world to develop to really use that use case. And so we all have to keep that in mind as well. And so if you guys gain some value from this video, most importantly, definitely consider smashing that like button and also share this video out with the DigiByte community so they can kind of know the details of this partnership as well. If you haven't connected with me on my social platforms, definitely consider connecting with me at MIKETHAINVESTOR, and also be mindful of all of the spams out there that will add you on Twitter and Instagram acting like they are me. So please be careful, and if you can, please report it to help everyone in the community to stay safe. But that is all I got for you. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.